You caught us in the middle of a small, interesting story here, which Winfrey brought up this morning, and we're going to let you tell the story and see what you guys think.
Okay, so basically I was going on social media now and all that, and I came across this post. Literally, this lady was literally narrating her story. She was literally seeking help. So like her husband is upset with her. Okay, why? All right, they got married, right? And her dad literally gave her 35 million naira, right? She was like, oh, okay, thank you, daddy, and everything. So she takes the money, she invests the money. Like a few years down the line, of course, they've had different financial, not like challenges per se. They wanted to buy a house. And his money, or what he could afford, the house they really liked, he couldn't afford it at that time. So, I mean, she was a supportive wife saying, no, don't worry, don't stress yourself about his house. We're still here. We'll still buy the house and all of that, right? So along the line, one day, she's trying to do a transfer or something. She's busy. She literally just hands her phone over to her husband. Her bank app is open, and he's like,
A lot of money.
what's going on? And she's like, oh, yeah, Popsy gave me the money when we got married. And he's like, we've had this type of money in this house since. We've had different financial
challenges.
Responsibilities, not challenges per se, do you understand? And then you couldn't weigh in, you didn't say, so apparently he's really upset. So she's like, I really didn't plan to keep it away from you, do you understand? Once the money came, she's like, she even just like invested this in something, so the money even happened to be in her account at that time when he actually saw it, and they had literally just paid her dividends and like sent the whole money back to her. And all of that. So she's not asking for advice. That he's really hurt, and he's like, see, he doesn't see her the same way anymore.
Yeah.
He doesn't believe that he can trust her.
I'll tell you what I think. First of all, I think that she's a very, very prudent and wise woman. Absolutely. I think, that kind of a woman is one to keep. However, with the way the story narrates, it begs the question that there's something wrong with their communication inside of that marriage. That somebody is less trusting than the other person. She might not see it as anything, but to have that kind of money after so many years and you're not telling your partner, things have come up. You haven't even laughed about it, like, that's after 35 million in my account. It has never come up. Something is wrong.
35 not everybody is so verbal. And the truth is, when I heard the narration of the story, the vibe I was getting from her is rich girl, money. She was like, she also thought, money. She was like, his parents are also wealthy, so she just automatically thought they also gave him money as well.
And that he didn't tell her.
Yeah, so like it's not money, it's obviously not their problem.
So is that a union? My father gave me money, I didn't tell you. My own father gave me money, I didn't tell you. And so let's should be doing ourselves like that.
Because money is not there. Like,
I agree with Mazino on this. It's a communication thing. But then again, also, it does seem very childish to not have conversations like that even before, on what you're going to do with money when you have it. But then she could have seen something in the man that she probably just felt, you know what, if I tell this guy about this money, he might not use it for something good. That's the truth. Maybe in the back of her mind, she has something in the back of her mind that, look, if I tell him about this, this money might just enter voicemail.
She doesn't trust him.
It might be a trust issue.
It's a trust issue.
You see.
That you see.
How long have they been married?
No, about like 2 years. I think
2 years is a long enough time for that to have popped out or dropped out.
Okay, first of all, three of you are rude, but let's not be that I have something I want to give you and they say, oh, you give me, you don't tell her like this woman. That's not what the woman is supposed to do.
Thank you.
It's what I did now.
I can give him Mazino.
By the way, I have to take Mazino. Mazino give me a sock.
You know now.
So, see, that's what you do.
Yeah.
That's what
if you're a family.
If you're a family, you distribute it.
True. It's not all work, there's family, by the way.
True.
Yeah.
But I just want to say something here.
Yeah.
And look, if it's a marriage, man, it's built on
trust.
It's built on the wrong foundation, really, I would say. Because if you say that, except he is well-to-do, and money is not a problem, yes. But if it is, you said that he has been going through some challenges.
Not challenges. The only challenge she highlighted, responsibility. So like he takes care of the bills, money is not their problem. The only issue is that they wanted to get a house. And the one that was really nice that they he really wanted to buy, he couldn't afford it at that time.
Even then, Winfrey, that would have been the best opportunity to say, by the way, my father, that time that we got married, remember that small ceremony we did? My father gave me 35,000.
35 million.
35 million, rather.
So you know what? A lot of people might not understand. Forgot.
Like, that's why I feel the real issue is that money was probably not their problem. That's what I feel, Sha. I just feel the money is plenty.
I actually feel the guy is pained because actually didn't keep anything
I've got a
from
very
her.
relative example.
So he wouldn't be paying if he too had something coded somewhere in the
Titi,
bank.
Yeah.
the last time we're
Yes.
preparing for the ranch room, and
Yes.
it was a Monday, and I came
Yeah.
to you and said, "Oh, Titi, okay, how far? We're recording the ranch room."
Yeah.
And I didn't tell you about it. How did you feel?
Well, I
Be
was
honest.
like,
You guys
I
are
didn't
not
carry you along.
You guys are not married.
We're not married, and that's my point. That we're not married, though. And
but
that
you
we
are
have a
partners
stake in
on a
something.
particular thing.
on a
Exactly.
project.
That's
yeah.
what he's saying.
And
That
marriage is
one
your
that
biggest
one is,
project.
That project is even a bigger down. He's talking about a producer and co-producer
Ordinary. Yes.
relationship.
Yeah.
And it will cause an issue when you don't tell somebody that concerns that
Exactly.
thing. How much more
She
marriage?
knew it was her duty. She knew that we're doing this together. But I felt I had taken care of everything. I didn't want to bother her.
At
When I
that
told her,
point-
okay, we're good to go now, she's like, why didn't you tell me?
I'm actually even a little concerned. How would 35 billion not even show on your body first? So I'm thinking
another
he
thing.
should have
That-
seen it.
That's why
in
also,
her
that's
attitude.
honestly why I feel money for how. Because she had probably gotten everything she needs. Do you understand? For somebody, you said it now.
Yeah.
It will show. But
It will
the
show.
first thing that comes to my mind is to invest it or just to put it so. She like it wasn't even at the
It's not
forefront of her
everybody.
mind.
I
Ah.
know
That's honestly what I
let me give
feel.
you a personal story is when my mom who up until she retired also, used to work in the financial system. She said some of the richest people, when they walk into the bank,
Yeah.
you see them with Dunlop slippers.
Don't look
Yes,
slippers.
of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So-
Do
Those
you
are the
understand?
shoes.
It,
And she
yeah.
said, she point that you see them, if you know how much
if
is
you
in
know
the
how
account,
much exactly.
Okay.
and you will scream. So,
Exactly.
and
Sure.
considering that, for me, that kind of, darling, 35 minutes, yeah, let's transfer. I would even transfer.
I actually think, or unless there was an instruction from her father to not say anything, it's possible. Because I've heard of, like I know my mother has
Don't
told
tell
me.
your husband,
No, I
let
know
him
my
not
mother
catch
has told me something. Like, don't tell him. I tell him. But she'll be like, don't tell him. I'm like, Mom, I know the person I married. But if that relationship isn't as solid as it should be, I think it's a red flag, to be honest. And the guy has every right to be a little bit
No,
upset.
upset. Yeah.
But I'm not going to say that a woman doesn't have the right to keep her money. Keep your money, but at least say something about it.
I believe that in a marriage.
What?
What's yours is ours. What's mine is ours.
But now that
Not many
yes,
women
That
believe
conversation is a deep one.
Not many women believe that.
Yeah.
Like what mine is mine and what is yours is ours.
Ours, everybody's, yeah.
And-
but now that the money is out, it's not as if she's trying to. The money is still our own now.
Wait,
Just
are you sure
think-
that if he asked for, he wouldn't even want to ask for some of the money? It's a thing of pride. It's a thing of ego. A guy would never want to ask the woman that. He would expect for her to present it. Because there's no way he would not be like, oh yeah, bring the money.
I
let's
believe
do
I
it."
shall. I honestly believe that
Asking
it was a
doesn't
situation
actually
of.
bring the money.
It's
But the point is that
plenty.
if you've gotten as far as making a union that should be as you plan lifetime up until the time when we start doing contracts for 3-5 years and all of that. But if you decide that it's going to be lifetime, how much time? We're partners in this.
I
make that
believe
happen.
her. I believe the situation of his plenty. So money wasn't her bother. Yeah.
That's it for this week's edition of the Lollipop Awards.
Wow.
What's
up and about?
It's what's up and about.
We
What
have-
do you think? What would you do? Would you keep it away from your husband? And when it comes out, how would you feel? How do you expect him to feel? Let us know. Use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. We'll be back.